Hello and welcome to So Jannelle.
Hi, it's good to be here.
I know, I'm so glad that you're back here. What's new?
I can't believe it's been 3 years since I moved to Miami. So I have a marketing company out there, and I recently started speaking and writing about Asian women, Asian culture, entrepreneurship, and really transforming past trauma into triumph.
And that is why you're in this segment, So Bold. And I'm talking about you coming out and talking about your past experience as being sexually molested by your father.
Mm-hmm.
What prompted the decision to come out with a story?
It was actually very difficult for me because I never thought in a million years that I would actually talk about it. But since moving to Miami, I've really kind of gotten away from all the noise that was here and really focused on myself, personal development, spirituality. I started really getting into meditation and yoga, and I started really evaluating the reasons why I was doing certain things.
For people that don't know, in a capsule, what happened?
For years, I was being abused by my father, but in college and high school, everything just seems normal, right? You go on with your life. I had a lot of depression. I was also suicidal. I got really involved with heavy drinking and substance abuse, a lot really to just suppress a lot of different memories. I had a hard time being by myself. So I was always anxious and I never really addressed why. I always just tried to numb myself even more. And it wasn't until I moved to Miami and kind of had my own time to really evaluate the reasons why I was doing certain things.
This experience started when you were 10?
Yes.
And it went on for?
About like 6-7 years.
Okay, 6-7 years. Have you come to terms with what happened?
Yes.
What helped you come to terms with it?
Well, a big thing was, I think I had a wake-up call. I was on a very bad downward spiral. I actually had an overdose, and I survived that, and I had to come to terms like, why am I doing this to myself? I knew that I had to do something in order to change the trajectory of my life. And so I booked a ticket, I moved to Miami to kind of just be on my own, and then from then, a lot of things started surfacing that I had to address. There was a lot of shame in it, a lot of guilt, a lot of suppression, and at first I was like, you know what, maybe writing it will help me. And I wrote about the story, thinking that I was never going to share it. I never thought anyone was going to see it. But something in dreams, call it God, the spirit, really started pushing me, I need to talk about this more. So I told a few friends, and they were like, you really need to start talking about it more. I was like, nope. And then it felt like I couldn't hold it anymore, so I told my parents.
And this is why you're so perfect for this So Bold story, because you're coming out with a story, first of all, something that happened to you. I'm sure you know by now, it's not unique, it's not that unusual. A lot of these things happen, but behind closed doors,
yes.
Especially in Asian families, especially Filipino families, we don't want to talk about it. Yeah. It's taboo. Plus, we're taught to respect the elders, and we don't want to do anything to ruin their name.
Or shame the family, or really problems aren't being addressed. Usually in families, you have an issue, you kind of just keep quiet, you hope that it'll go away.
Right, you don't wash your dirty linen in public.
Yes.
But you kind of did. Tell me about confronting them.
It just came to a point where I felt like I was living a lie and I couldn't move forward. And I think that was just the part of my healing. I needed to let it out, finally let it out. And I actually wasn't going to go on social media and public about it until after I went to a Tony Robbins seminar. And that really I felt like I had a bigger purpose to share this with other people in hopes that people know that you can overcome something.